Shalom, shalom, friends. Thank you for being with me here. Today, if you're listening to me, it's not going to be live. It's only on the podcast because I was stuck in traffic today. Yep, it was time for me to be here at 5 o'clock as I normally am, and I always know that some of you are going to be here live, but today I was on Archer Road after leaving from making a visit at Shands Hospital, and the traffic was unbearable. Moving at a snail's pace, it took nearly 45 minutes for me to get across town, just a few miles from Shands to where I am now. But there's a lesson, of course. There's a lesson on all of this. There was a lesson in patience, for patience is indeed an admirable trait in our tradition. We have a number of sources about patience. Sources that teach us about how we should be. In the book of Proverbs, Mishle, we read, "A hot-tempered man provokes a quarrel. A patient person calms strife." Indeed, that's true. Being patient means that others are going to be patient as well. Being patient allows fight to be avoided, where losing patience, being hot-tempered, can certainly provoke negative reaction for everybody. Numerous instances of our ancestors demonstrating patience. But most importantly, we know that the Torah speaks of our emulating God, who is told to be erech apayim, slow to anger. That's how we are to be too, slow to anger. I kept reminding myself of that as I inched along in the traffic today, knowing that some of you would be waiting here for me and that I wasn't going to be able to make it. We read in Ecclesiastes, "The end of a matter is better than the beginning of it. Better a patient spirit than a haughty spirit. Don't let your spirit be quickly vexed, for vexation abides in the breast of fools." In Pirkei Avot, we found out that the patient one is able to acquire Torah. We spent quite a bit of time talking about this recently. That it takes patience to acquire Torah, which is here not just the 5 books of Moses, but is here Jewish learning. It takes patience. And so we find out that the Hebrew word for patience is savlanut. It is a combination of words. This Hebrew word, savlanut, is a combination of words that means to bear one's burden, to bear a burden. Savlanut, patience, is to kind of bear the burden of being able to withstand what it is that is what is weighing upon us. In the Musar teachings in the 19th century, We are taught that patience is one of the key character traits that we are to focus on in our spiritual, ethical, and emotional development. Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Satanov defines the character trait of patience as when something bad happens to you and you did not have the power to avoid it. Do not aggravate this situation even more through wasted grief. Wasted grief. That's what loss of patience is in the Musar tradition. So let me caution you today as we publish this episode of our podcast, 7 Minutes of Jewish Spirit, a little late this week. Let me caution you. Fill your life with patience. Have patience even in those moments of great traffic. And recognize that patience and a calm spirit are gifts that are given to us in our tradition that we should develop and make a part of our lives. Mourner's Kaddish now. Yitgadal v'yitgadash me'rabah B'alma divra kirute v'yamlich machute b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala v'izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehesh me rabam b'varach li'alam li'amei amaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitboar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yidaleh v'yidalal shemei d'kudisha barichu Li'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlomo rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Thank you, friends. I wish you a good and patient week ahead.